here is a skill that is helping diplomats. Leadership, leadership, leadership in international relations. Do you have a copy of the Diplomatic Planner? What are you waiting for? If you want to work in international relations and see yourself as a leader, seriously people, the Diplomatic Planner is designed with you in mind to put you ahead of the game and make you the best diplomat. Let's take a quick look at the planner and I'll show you why it is so badass. Hi YouTube, I'm Talyn, CEO of Grassroot Diplomat, where diplomacy starts with you. And through this channel, I'm going to train you on how to become a diplomat. From page 54 of the Diplomatic Planner, I've put together a massive list of soft skills that international relations practitioners must have. There will be some soft skills that comes more easily than others, and we must be able to really rely more on our strengths than our weaknesses. And this is what I want you to really focus on. Soft skills is very different from hard skills, and I have a complete separate video talking about what hard skills are. Stay tuned. If you're in a hurry, check out the Grassroot Diplomat Online Academy because we have a huge library of resources talking in depth about the skill sets you need to enhance for a diplomatic career. In the Diplomatic Planner, I've provided you with a select list of soft skills taken from popular jobs in this field. They're broken up into categories relevant to international relations. And in this video, I want to talk to you about the underrated but somewhat overinflated skill of leadership. Ooh, that was a really messy sentence, but leadership is really messy business. Leadership is somewhat misunderstood in international relations. Leadership is not all about being inspiring and rallying the troops and being this lovable role model that everybody wants to be like. It's not that easy. In fact, leadership is more about solving problems in very tough environments and being able to get the job done effectively under pressure. The drive and determination to achieve results and initiate action is very important here. You'll need to seek out approval from others, gain consensus, whilst also getting the job done. And that is not easy. Just look at what's happening in the United Kingdom with Brexit. We've had 2 head of states leave the country with a 3rd leader on its way to take over negotiations. And 2 of those head of states weren't even elected by those people. What? Anyway, being a leader doesn't mean you will always be on the winning side of the argument. In fact, being a leader means making some very tough decisions that will not always be popular. But you still need to be able to pull the trigger on some very difficult issues, whilst thinking of the bigger picture and making sure that it benefits as many people as possible in the most positive sense. It's a tough job to be a leader, and there is a lot of variable that goes into becoming a good leader. And this is something that we train you on the Diplomatic Planner. That is why I created the Diplomatic Planner to be used for a full 12 months. There are 12 chapters in the book, 1 chapter for every month, and each chapter focuses on a very specific theme with the intention of making you a great diplomat for your cause, mission, or country. Also a boss diplomat. Leadership is a heavy word in international relations. Being a leader doesn't necessarily mean you are good at it. In fact, we have so many examples in our recent history of bad leadership. And a bad leader in diplomacy means taking the entire country down with them. We must avoid this at all costs. Confidence means everything here. So is the ability to cope well with stress whilst being in a position to positively lead others. Leaders are selfless and think of themselves last. Do you have the right leadership skills? Or is this something that needs some serious work on? It's okay if you do, don't be shy about it. If you complete chapter 1 of the Diplomatic Planner, you will get a very good idea on where your strengths and weaknesses lie. By the end of the chapter, you will put together a training development plan so that you aren't needlessly wasting time, energy, and money on the wrong training. Only you know yourself better than anyone else. That is why you have to put the work into it. Once you have a good grasp of yourself and your character, only then can you lead others successfully. Grab a copy of the Diplomatic Planner today from Amazon or the Grassroot Diplomat website. Alternatively, you can join the Grassroot Diplomat Online Academy that gives you tutorials, case studies, podcasts, and so much more to help you become the best diplomat. Be sure to subscribe to this channel for more juicy intel as part of your diplomatic training. I've also left some helpful links to help you become a diplomat, and let me know what you think about this video so far. Good luck, diplomats, and I'll see you next Friday.